When paranormal forces threaten where Earth's mightiest heroes lay their head at night, how will they overcome this? Well, let's hop into the pages of Avengers issue number 23 and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Thor and She-Hulk had returned to Avengers Mountain after dealing with Iron Man's whole archaeological discovery. Not a moment after stepping in the door, though, they discover that all hell has quite literally broken out while they were away, and I do mean hell too. Damon Hellstrom had come by to help try and exorcise Robbie Reyes' car, only for a hellmouth to open up and the entire mountain to be besieged by evil spirits. Well, one particularly evil spirit, as we find out later. I gotta admit, it's kind of adorable that to deal with this Ghostbusters-esque problem, the Avengers have all decided to put on all these paranormal hazmat suits that are just clearly repurposed AIM suits. Now, where exactly did Robbie get off to? Well, he's in the Lake of Fire right now, getting lectured to about the history of Ghost Riders and ghost races from throughout history. You know, they say the first ghost race was between the Stone Age Ghost Rider and Odin the Allfather. That was back in the day before he became Allfather. That was the style at the time. Robbie could really care less, though, about what it means to be a Ghost Rider right now. He wants to do everything he can to get rid of the power if it means saving his life and saving his little brother. Johnny Blaze, the first Ghost Rider, well, first Ghost Rider that we as comic readers know of, and the current King of Hell, really doesn't like this kid's attitude. After all, there's rules in hell. The demon code prevents you from declining a rock-off offer, a fiddle contest, and oh yeah, you gotta race the Ghost Rider when he tells you to as well. In fact, as it stands right now, Johnny says he could use Robbie's Ghost Rider power to further strengthen his grip on hell. After all, every 2-bit demon and their mother wants the crown for themselves. At first, Johnny seems even a little malicious in his dealing with Robbie, but it quickly becomes apparent that he actually likes Robbie more than he's letting on and is really only prodding him in an attempt to try and bring out the true Ghost Rider in him. Even going as far as to threaten the life of Robbie's brother Gabe to get him involved in the race, as Johnny says after he leaves, guess you're more Ghost Rider than you thought. You just made a deal with the devil. Now back on Earth, Hellstrom thinks he finally has managed to narrow down what exactly it is that is haunting Avengers Mountain right now. It's something incredibly powerful, a truly dark and murderous soul that's really starting to stretch its muscles right now by possessing the body of the Celestial that the Avengers make their base in. Bet you didn't see that coming when you all decided to live here, huh? The heroes get some very unlikely help in the form of Boy Thing, a small piece of man thing which, much like its older, bigger counterpart, can still make burn all the things that know fear, and whatever it is that's possessing the Celestial right now does indeed know fear. Which, to me always seemed a little vague. What if I have a fear of change, or a fear of commitment, or a fear of spiders? Do I still burn all the same if the man-thing touches me? Now, back over with the actual race in hell, Robbie's doing pretty good. He's keeping up neck and neck with Johnny Blaze, and even Johnny himself has to be a little impressed. Too bad for the youngin', though, this is hell. And it's really more motocross than NASCAR, and all the big, giant, jumpable chasms are really, a wonderland for an ex-daredevil like Blaze. Robbie briefly considers giving up, but it's right around here he ends up coming face to face with a wall of Ghost Riders past who give him one giant pep talk. I like that the weird 1930s Tommy gun sporting Ghost Rider is there. He was always one of my favorites. Now, eagle-eyed readers out there are probably saying, hey, just about every Ghost Rider was represented here in this little cameo except for one, the newest one, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Didn't he get sent to hell in Guardians? Why isn't he here right now? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because the thrice-damned Frank Castle of an alternate future is the one haunting Avengers Mountain right now. And he vows to She-Hulk and Thor as the comic winds down that he's not going to leave until all the Avengers are dead. And so that was the Avengers issue number 23, everybody, and overall it was an enjoyable, if not exactly substantial issue. I feel like the stuff with the Ghost Riders is the real main meat of the story, but it's still an Avengers book, which means we need to have just as much time with the rest of the team, even though what they're doing isn't nearly as important or as character-driven. None of it's particularly bad or anything, but I just know this series and this writer is capable of more, and I don't think this one, no pun intended, set the world on fire. Ultimately, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cave Jewel, and if you're seeing me right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, which I am very appreciative of. It really helps drive engagement and retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. So does liking and commenting. Wink wink. If you like my content too, you should check out my Patreon page. We just redid all the tiers, so there's a ton of great rewards. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and well, it would just really help me out. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So until next time everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.